Thank you so much. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, holy freaking moly. I want to dance around the house. And I was like dancing in my seat. I couldn't wait to go on. And I feel so privileged to be here with everybody. But before we get started, I have to ask you, what is your superpower? That's right. What is your superpower? I love this. Wherever you are. Well, if you're driving, don't do it. Just raise up your hands, stretch it out. What would you be if you were a superhero? I have things like this all over my house to remind me of my power stance. Now, my middle name is Joy, and I love spreading joy in any way I can. So for me, my superhero for this month is unstoppable joy. I want you to think about that. If you have a piece of paper, you can even draw a stick figure. What would your superhero do? You know, when I was doing this, I was originally doing it for kids ages 8 to 12. I was asked to come into different schools and write some books to help reduce anxiety. And the thing is with kids, first of all, they're so much fun. They want to have a good time. They're eager to play. They said, you know, Miss Sandy, we don't want to think about that anymore. They told me, I want to think about what I can do. And I thought, woohoo, that's what I want to do too. So if you took a step back and you took a deep breath in, I want to know, think about even just for today. What did you do incredible? What did you do that you can say, I got it going on. And then what can you work on to go from there? For me, with a lot of my clients, I sit down with them. I say, okay, I know you're going to tell me about everything. Oh, I didn't do that. I got off the speaking engagement. I ran too long. I thought I mumbled myself. They're going to tell me every little thing. I said, no, pish. We can work on that later. And we can, because I want to develop the skills. But for now, I want to know everything that went right. What went well for you today? And then how can we build on that? I was thinking about that. And I told the kids, and the kids are like, the average age was 10. They said, you know, I was wondering, you're doing this for us, but could you do it for my parents too? And I said, you know what? We would like it the same way, right? There's just times that we forget. We work so hard, and we all know how incredibly much we want something that we could get wrapped up. And before we know it, we're getting overwhelmed and filled with anxiety. We all have, right? We have to remind ourselves, take a step back, take a deep breath in, relax, and get into that love-based stage. Because I always say you're either coming from love or you're coming from fear. And the more powerful you are, you're in that love-based versus force. So yes, there are challenges and there's times it's going to be really difficult. But for me, I want you to be on that creative side as much as possible. I think about the word superpower, right? And I love superpower for so many reasons. You're superhero and powerful. And if you just look at the word super, I love acronyms. I love using words. I love words. They mean so much to me. Think about S. Think about your strength. You're strong, right? Then think about you. You're unique, right? The you in you. What's unique about you? What do you have in you that's really strong? And then the P is for powerful, because you're truly powerful. But what is that secret power? And then E, you got that energy. You have that enthusiasm. Some days we need to dig it out more than others, but you have it. And then R is for you're ready. Don't wait. I hear so many people say, I want to write a book. I want to do a podcast. I want to do this. But there's so many people out there that, you know, I think they could do it better. I don't know. I better perfect it. Well, when you get perfected, let me know. You got to just run in. And like a lot of the other speakers were saying, you're going to fall. I mean, failure, I don't even like using that F word. Because for me, I just didn't get it right that time. So you got to go all in. And then like everybody was saying, you need skills and you need a plan. Well, guess what? I live by my game plan. That's right. My game plan. That's what I put up there. G for goal. What's your goal? What are you going after? A, the action you're willing to take, right? M, your motivation. You have to be really honest about this. Why do you want it? Why do you truly want it? Because those days, that'll get you out of bed. And the E, the energy level you're really wanting to put into it. I have used my entire life, words, movement, journaling to get me everywhere. And the other secret sauce is I'm able to see beyond what's not right in front of me. I say this all the time, and you should use it. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. And then what Jeremy had talked about earlier, that, I know a lot of people when they win things, they got the exciting awards, they're #1 bestseller, they keynote speaking engagement, they're helping people. Things are really great. But then when they're not, a lot of times they'll call me and they'll say, I'm having a rough time. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I call that in the gap, right? When you're not a bestseller, when you're not doing the perfect thing, when you're not doing the speech, can you find joy? And now I use it, pure joy, just for being you, right? If you weren't, all those things are great and they're amazing and you want to have them all, but man, does it feel awesome when you can tap in and tune into yourself and find your worthiness for just being you. Then everything else is crazy incredible when it happens. I had something happen to me last year where I had an injury from mountain biking in my neck that I couldn't literally move for 6 months. I couldn't bike. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do podcasts. I couldn't do anything. I was on my side. And you know what my mentor said? He goes, Sandy, I'm so happy for you. I go, what? You got what you asked for. You said to me, be careful what you ask for. You wanted to find pure joy and freedom. And can you find that when you're not doing all those things? When you're not writing a book, when you're not speaking, when you're not helping your friends, when you're not a mom, when you're just basically lying there. He goes, I'm so glad you got the gift. Now, I wanted to kill him. I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, trust me. Well, it took some time. And there was days it was really rough. But I can tell you, I know now why that was my personal journey. Because when I tap into that pure joy, just because I woke up today and I show up and I say to myself, this is how I'm showing up in the world. What about you? How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to come out the gate? That's what I want to know. Thank you. Toodles.